It's Trixie, and the 20th of March, not far from today, marks the beginning of spring in Germany. Rising temperatures, birds singing, blooming fields and sunshine. Spring is the season where nature comes to life again. And regarding us human beings, we tend to develop FRÜHLINGSGEFÜHLE. That literally means spring feelings. And it's the German word for the happiness and euphoria that comes with the warmer and sunnier days. But it can also describe another thing, an innocent urge to fall in love. Which is when everything gets messy. Because having feelings for another person can turn your whole life upside down. Especially when you have to wonder, does he or she feel the same? Should I be honest about my feelings? And what on earth can I say? Those are difficult questions. Sometimes it's surprisingly easy to figure out the answer. Sometimes people take a lifetime to find it. Or never really do. But at least with the last question, what can I say? I can maybe help you along. In today's video, I want to tell you how you can express being in love in German. So in case you have feelings for a German, you may find some inspiration here. First up, you should know that lieben and liebhaben are totally not the same thing. While liebhaben means that you like something or somebody, usually on the family or friendship level. Lieben is to love. However, it's not as loosely used as the English to love. Sure, you can say I love you to a friend, or I love bananas. Ich liebe Bananen.
Penis jokes incoming.
Then I love oranges. Ich liebe Orangen.
Boob jokes incoming.
Fine. I love blobfish. Ich liebe Blobfische. That's the unsexiest thing I know. But what I'm trying to say is, even though you can express that with lieben in German, it's quite extreme to do so. There are other softer options, such as mögen or liebhaben. Also, same as in English, you have to be cautious with it when it comes to actual romance. I love you. It's usually nothing that you say straight away when you have a crush or in the beginning of a relationship. There's more to it than just affection. It means, I think you might be the one. And that applies as well to ich liebe dich. So if ich hab dich lieb stands for friendship and ich liebe dich for eternal love, what can you say if you feel something in between? You know, the gray zone between let's just be friends and do you want to marry me? Well, good news, there are plenty of ways to express that. The classic would be in jemanden verliebt sein, which is a good example for German being more distinct than English. You'll only find to be in love with somebody as the English translation. But being in love sounds more like a long-term thing, doesn't it? More like to love somebody. The big, eternal marriage thing. But it isn't. In jemanden verliebt sein oder sich in jemanden verliebt haben means that you have just fallen in love with somebody. The fresh, innocent, fragile kind of way. Therefore, ich bin in dich verliebt or ich habe mich in dich verliebt are a pretty sincere and straightforward way to confess your feelings to someone. Jemandem seine Gefühle gestehen. To add a bit of drama to this expression, you can also say hoffnungslos or unsterblich in jemanden verliebt sein. To be hopelessly or immortally in love with someone. Basically meaning desperately in love. Funnily enough, being immortally in love still refers to having a crush rather than deeply loving someone. A last fun way of saying it is über beide Ohren verliebt sein. To be in love over both ears. The German version of head over heels, I suppose. Then there are two rather slimy options. Slimy. 27, but still one of the cool kids. So like in the being nuts about somebody fashion. In jemanden verschossen sein, which is difficult to translate, being shot away into somebody, and in jemanden verknallt sein, to be banged into somebody. That sounds more wrong than it is. It doesn't imply that you just want to, well, bang the other person. Well, maybe after a while, you know. Feelings! Shy, innocent feelings. The bang simply means that it hits you when you see the other person. You're so blown away that you need a slap in the face to wake up again. Another two phrases that come to my mind are auf jemanden stehen, to stand on or more like onto somebody, and auf jemanden fliegen, to fly on or onto somebody. So ironically, you have to stand or fly onto somebody before you can get laid. One that's pretty cute is eine Schwäche für jemanden haben. To have a weakness for somebody. You like a person so much that it makes you feel weak. I guess we all know this situation. When you're in love and it's like there's no strength in your limbs. Your arms and legs feel like butter or jello. You're like one of those balloon men in front of a car dealer's shop. Ready to be taken away by the wind, floating off to the sky. Well, speaking of which, you can also say jemanden anhimmeln. Literally to sky someone, which means that you adore them. You look at them with the same amazement that you have for a sky full of beautifully shaped clouds or the sunset. Something similarly poetic is jemanden vergöttern, to godify someone. But that goes slightly further than just having a crush, I would say. It's often used for idols as well, people that you admire. In German, there isn't a proper word for crush, by the way. You could say der Schwarm. It's a bit corny though. It derives from für jemanden schwärmen, which is this. But that's a very versatile phrase. You can use it for celebrities, for example. Ich schwärme für Bradley Cooper. Or pretty much everything else. Ich schwärme für gute Pizza. Lastly, three very beautiful expressions. Auf Wolke 7 sein or auf Wolke 7 schweben. To be or to float on cloud 7. I guess it's no wonder that saying ich fliege auf dich leads to people floating high in the sky. And yes, in German it's cloud 7, not cloud 9. Apparently Germans are too down to earth to fly any higher than cloud 7. And the two other expressions, also related to flying, Flugzeuge or Schmetterlinge im Bauch haben. To have airplanes or butterflies in your stomach. Quite a big difference now that I think about it. I definitely prefer butterflies. Now, rabbits. What do you say? Do you like these German expressions? Do you know more to describe being in love, no matter which language? How does spring make you feel? And are you currently in love? Share your thoughts in the comments. I really hope that you had fun with this video. If so, please leave a thumbs up because that would make me really happy. Subscribe to Don't Trust the Rabbit, activate the bell to see more of these videos, and if you want to support my channel even a bit more, then you can also find me on Patreon. I would really appreciate your help. Now I wish you all a wonderful day, enjoy your Frühlingsgefühle, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!